I don't know what type of team you guys had me build, but this team is probably the scariest team I have ever seen on offense.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dad Son Gaming YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be releasing this amazing ebook that is specifically built for dual threat quarterbacks. It is my deadly dual threat quarterback ebook. And let me just tell you what we did. After winning multiple back-to-back Super Bowls with our team using Drew Brees and getting our team to a 96 overall, well, it was time to flip the script. I asked you guys in my last video, who should I run with our new remix team? And you guys told me to go out and get Lamar Big Trust Jackson. Now, let me show you what we built around him and why this team is so deadly and what most people fear in a football game is sweating it out when they have two elements that could be unstoppable. Let's dive in and show you this team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the team we built around Lamar Jackson. And I got to tell you, it is absolutely crazy. And we wanted to build a little bit more, but we just kind of blew our budget here. But let me go into this, and you see our offense is a 96. Our team has dropped a little bit overall from a 96 to 95, but it's okay. And so let me explain to you what we built, why we built it, and you're going to see. So first of all, heading this off is going to be Lamar Big Trust Jackson. As we take a look at his attributes, he's a 97 overall. Speed is 96, throw power is a 96, throwing under pressure is 95, his running is 95. I mean, just an overall solid card. And with his upgrades, as you know, he gets the big trust factor. He can't fumble as a result of a tackle. And what we did was we added persistence to actually make it harder to knock him out the zone. So he will stay lit up in his X factor, literally the entire, pretty much the whole game. Then we added Hot Route Master. Now, we were not concerned with giving him any throwing abilities because teams are going to be so focused on stopping the run and the way we got it schemed out that his throwing is going to be pretty clean. And again, we're going to be running with him majority of the time anyway. So we got him lit up in the backfield with an X factor. And as you know, in our deadly dual threat ebook, our DDT, it's heavily predicated on the quarterback being able to scramble, but also what we have is a deadly duo. We actually went out and we got Quad Father, AJ Dillon. And as you know, he gets the freight train X factor. And again, increase the chance to break the next tackle attempt. And then we gave him persistent for 1 AP to keep him in his zone longer. So the biggest fear most people are going to be scared of is not just seeing one X factor in the backfield, but seeing two. Now, most people don't know how to utilize this the correct way. The way we're going to utilize in our ebook, it is going to be absolutely deadly. But we made it even more deadlier because when you look at our wide receivers here, we went and we got Andre Johnson. People say, well, why did you get Andre Johnson? You know, why get him? Well, I want to show you something. Andre Johnson, if you look at his strength, it has an 85 strength. If you scroll down here on his ability to block, let's kind of go up here and show you his blocking ability if it shows it to us. If you look on offense and you look at his run block finesse, he's pretty decent on blocking for the run. But one of the abilities that we gave him is we gave him honorary lineman. So he's going to impact block a lot of the defensive backs with his size and strength. So that's going to kind of clear the way for better running. Also, we may interchange this, but we also have Plexico Barris, who is also a great wide receiver and a great run blocker. And even though we have short end elite on him, we're playing around with the idea of giving him runoff elite, which actually will allow him to take a defensive back and run him up the field to give us more room to run. And so we're playing around with taking off short and elite, or if we can have this on and have short and elite, then that will give us two wide receivers who could not only block in the run, but also run off those cornerbacks so that we can have more room to run. Because again, if we make it past the second level, it's going to be dangerous. But that's not all. We got a powerful running back. We got a powerful quarterback that can run. We got even more dangerous because if you take a look at George Kittle, we added him to the squad. And George Kittle he's a really, really deadly tight end. And when I say deadly, we're going to take a look at George Kittle's stats. Not only can George Kittle have a 94 speed and running, not only does he have great receiving stats, George Kittle on offense as a run blocker, he gets a 93 run block. So if you look at this run block right here, he gets a 93 on run blocking. That is absolutely crazy. And we ran out of money, but what we were going to do is, in addition to having George Kittle, we were actually going to go get Mercedes Lewis, who gets Vanguard, and try to free up his AP. And we would literally have wide receivers that could specialize in blocking as well as going to get passes. And this would literally make this run game one of the most punishing run games we have seen. So this is going to be a project we want to continue to kind of build on, because keep in mind, we do have the Rob Gronkowski. I'm going to pull him up as well. And with Rob Gronkowski, if we can get him upgraded, he would actually be upgraded all the way to a 98. And his run blocking, if we were to do that, would actually get boosted. So right now, if we look at Rob Gronkowski, his run blocking is an 86, but it will end up at high 90s, I think a 98 overall. And so we would literally have Rob Gronkowski, we literally have George Kittle, and they would be heavy run blockers as well as big tight ends that can catch in the passing game. And then if we had a third tight end, Mercedes Lewis, we could run 3 tight end sets. We can audible down. We could really have some power running to the likes that no one has ever seen before. And so we got this offensive ebook, and we're going to kind of add some more wrinkles in this, because now that we have Lamar Jackson and AJ Dillon, we built this really offensive playbook around Cam Newton and around Marshawn Lynch and LaDainian Tomlinson. But these players actually better suited, and we still have the fridge here who can also be a fullback blocker if we go into formations that require a fullback. And so we're going to be utilizing him as well. So we're going to have a power run game. And to make sure we can actually pass, we got CeeDee Lamb in the slot, and he can actually beat man coverage. And out of some of the formations we're going to be in, that's going to make it deadly. So folks, we got a really deadly team here. We got some really good blocking here. And then on defense, we pretty much remain the same. We end up selling Warren Sapp because we got this free Jay Hargrove Gravedigger card. And literally, he's going to start off with an X Factor, which is Run Stuffer. And so he's going to be lit up on defense. And again, he's going to be leading that defense in the middle. Plus, if we line up with 4 down linemen, remember, we have Jeffrey Simmons, who has, and you know it, defensive rally, which is going to actually give him more pass rush points. So this team just got extremely deadly. So let's dive in here. We're going to probably have time to show our first game in our Super Bowl run. But again, this is going to be an ongoing project because we want to develop this tight end set to make our running even more dangerous. So it's dangerous now, but once we get tight ends coming in here, once we have Rob Gronkowski upgraded all the way up to a 98, which you have to continue to get to level 51, and we bring in Mercedes Lewis, which will earn money through hopefully winning Super Bowls, this team is going to be a power run team. And I think this will be a good team going in. And like I said, we'll play around with the AP to see if we can get better blocking. And we're really looking for some better blocking wide receivers. So we'll probably have to do a little research and see if we can get the best blocking wide receivers that can also give us some good abilities for catching. So let's dive right into our first game, and we're going to see how we do. We got Big Trust. We got QuadFather. This is the debut. And if you're interested in any plays that you see us running, visit MaddenGamePlans.com. We'll give you a breakdown in our game plan. Okay, it looks like we get the ball first, and we're going to receive it, and nothing special. It's going to kick it off, so we're going to get right into our offense. First play out of our ebook is the speed option, and we're going to run the speed option to the left, and we pitch it late. So again, we got to get the timing down on our pitch. Okay, so exact same play to the opposite side, and it looks like this time we get a good pitch, and we got a little angle. Can QuadFather outrun him? And he does, and he just could go all the way. Touchdown, second play of the game. If you're struggling to run the ball, check out our ebook. Now we pick our opponent up. He's trying to run the ball as well, and we stop him cold in his tracks. And then he does a play action, and he's looking, and he overthrows his target. And again, got to be very careful. Our opponent going to the sideline, and he hits Gronkowski. And again, we stop Gronkowski. So he's looking, and he's going to hit, again, his wide receiver in the flats, and he is going to the cheetah. So now we got to stop him. So again, he does a play action, and he's going to the sideline again, and we get a pick. Our defense gets a turnover. So after the turnover, what do we want to do? Hey, we're going to give it to Lamar Jackson and see what he can do. And Lamar Jackson goes in and gets us a few little yards here. And we're going to do the same play. And again, this time we're going to do a shovel option, keeping our opponent off his toes, and he doesn't know what to expect. Left, right option. And this time we hit him with the best inside run in all of Madden. And we take this one right up the middle for another score. Again, this run game is unstoppable. You can find it in our Deadly Dual Threat ebook. Now, like I said in this ebook, your opponents will quit. Our opponent just kept taking delay of game. This is his third delay of game. And watch what's going to happen. He's going to get kicked for grieving. So, first debut, we make our opponent quit. That is what happens when you run the ball and break their will. So let's get into the second game. Let's find an opponent. And how will we fare in the second game? Can they stop us? Will they stop us? Will we change it up? Again, we have a lot of tricks up our sleeve. And again, we're going to start this game off. And let's see who we're going to be facing. Our opponent is going to be rocking Steve Young, John Lynch, and Deion Sanders. So again, pretty good secondary by him, at least two people. And so in this game, we are going to start off, and we're going to be receiving the ball yet again. Now, we're going to try to switch up a little bit, but we're going to still go to our same old thing. We're going to still go to our power option. And again, we get to QuadFather. He trucks a few people. And again, he gets a nice first down. So we're going to go back to it again. And this time we're going to keep it with Lamar Jackson and get a few yards. So this offense is working out pretty good. And this time we're going to just mess up the pitch. So again, that pitch timing is key, but don't worry, we covered that in the ebook. So our opponent gets the ball, and we stop him in the backfield, and we got to get the ball back. So again, he runs it, and we stop him. Now he's in a shotgun formation, and again, he is going to play action, and he's looking, and we get a pick by Trayvon Diggs. Good under pressure to make him overthrow that ball. So now we got the ball back. And we're going to run Lamar right up the middle and get a few yards here. And now it's 3rd and 8. And at 3rd and 8, we're going to switch it up on him. Again, we're going to go into our power formation. And we're going to attempt to see if we can get a nice run from our running back here, catch him off guard. And we hit him right up the middle. And again, we get a nice chunk of yards there, 4th and 2. You know what we're going to do on 4th and 2? Hey, we're going to keep this thing with Lamar and get these easy yards. Very unstoppable run offense. So now we're going to hand it off again, and it gets hit, breaks the tackle. Hard to bring him down. So again, we're going to hand it off again, and we're just punishing our opponent up the middle with these power runs. Next play, we're looking, and We're gonna throw it to Quadfather for a nice passing touchdown. Now opponent's trying to score, and he's looking, and he tries to go up top, and he burns us. Alligator arms. Nice throw by our opponent. The score is now 7-7. So again, we hand it off to Quadfather. He's just busting and bumbling for yards. Another handoff, same thing. Quadfather is just a monster when you hand him the ball. Now this play, we're gonna change it up, and we're gonna look to pass here. And we throw a pick. Oh, Julius Peppers is real sneaky. So our opponent drops back, and we get some pressure, and we hit him, and a pick. A D-line pick. I know people hate them darn D-line picks, but you know what? He's gonna show his stuff off because he doesn't score many touchdowns. So again, we're down 14-7, and Kenny make a throw before halftime. He tries, and Julius Peppers with the pick, not significant. Again, he gets the ball back at halftime, and we pick this one up in the third quarter with 3:16 to go. And he backs up, and he's looking, and he throws it, and we get a hit this time. He didn't alligator arm, he timed that one good. So now we're gonna go to our quarterback keeper, and he stops us. So again, keep him off guard. We throw a nice little slant to Andre Johnson. And again, we're gonna back it up and keep him off guard again. And we're looking for CD Lamb, and we just overthrow him. We gotta work on that one. And so again, backing up. And again, another slant to Andre Johnson. He's gonna have to stop that because we're gonna take it every time we see it. And then this one, we're gonna shovel pass it again, and we keep it. We just kind of fake him out, and he has to go to the running back. And so we keep him off guard. And again, another little read option handoff. Again, this offense is really hard to stop because now we got Lamar Jackson in open grass, and it's just hard to stop everything because we are putting a lot of pressure on the edge of the defense. And again, this time we do a bubble screen, and we got CD Lamb, and he just could go all the way. And our opponent has seen enough. Again, he throws it. Again, good touchdown by him, and it's 21-14. And again, we're gonna keep it with Lamar, and we have a lot of plays that confuse the defense here. And again, another quarterback keeper, and we don't get as much here. It looks like we might have lost 2 yards. And so what we're gonna do to get the 2 yards back, we're gonna fake it, handoff, and a nice RPO to George Kittle, who just runs it in for a touchdown. Like I said, this offense is extremely tough to deal with, and it will break your opponent's will, and we get our second quit again. What a great debut by Big Trust Lamar Jackson and Quadfather. What a dynamic duo. And this offense fits them perfectly because not only does the defense have to worry about the running back, you also have to worry about Big Trust because he is a threat to run too. So you have 2 run threats in the backfield, and the defense doesn't know which way to go. And when you're able to run the ball down your defense's throat, it breaks their will because they want to line up in a certain defense to blitz you and run all their loop-de-loop blitzes and their spinners. But this negates all of that. You're running the ball down their throat. They don't like it. And so they just quit. And again, if you're interested in learning that game plan, our ebook is available. All you have to do is click the link below. You can access it, and you can learn all the strategies that we're using to run this offense. It is a very powerful offense. And we're not done with it yet. We have a lot more gameplay to go. We're participating in Weekend League. We want to see how many wins we can get. And then we're going to take this show into seasons and see if we can get to our first Super Bowl. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. We look forward to showing you more gameplay footage. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.